Ladies, gentlemen, boys, girls, in his, outies, in betweeners, welcome back. Chair of the Dorset Police Federation, Anna Harvey, has issued a warning that Dorset police officers are feeling fatigued after the pressures of the second national lockdown. Now, this should worry all of you watching this video and not just residents in the Dorset police area, as this is something happening across the country. Harvey said the latest news of a second lockdown has placed our colleagues under more pressure yet again. The last 8 months have been relentless for policing, with ever-changing legislation and guidance adding to confusion. The majority of police officers aren't able to work from home, and as the COVID cases increases, so does the risk to them. However, they will again put themselves in harm's way to protect the public and ultimately protect the NHS. Yeah, from what exactly? Are the police out looking for COVID to cave its head in with a baton or incapacitate it with some pava spray? Maybe they're looking to break its neck in a pub car park. She said, "I know the majority of the public have been supportive in this pandemic. However, we have seen all too often that others are not, leading to confrontational situations and assaults on our members." But no mention of assaults on the public. But we'll get to that in just a moment. She continued, "Nevertheless, we are prepared for whatever the next few weeks brings, and Dorset Police Federation will continue to support and represent our colleagues at the highest level." John Apter, Chair of Police Federation of England and Wales, said policing is already under enough pressure. "My colleagues have been doing their best to police restrictions which have changed on a regular basis and have often been confusing. It is clear that the virus has not gone away and is spreading at an alarming rate. We must be clear in what we are asking of the public and what we are expecting of the police. The information from government must be clear and unambiguous. Anything less makes the policing of this pandemic even more challenging than it already is." Now, you might be thinking why I've added this video. Well, it's for your protection, because unlike the police, I do want to protect you, or at least give you information that will enable you to protect yourself. This is all about officer fatigue. Let's just take a quick look at why that's a very bad thing for all of us. First of all, fatigue is a known risk factor in vehicle and workplace accidents, and seeing as the police's general workplace is the streets, then we are at risk of being involved in an accident from a fatigued police constable. Fatigue is also a symptom and not a condition, and can be caused by, among other things, a combination of lifestyle, social, psychological and general well-being issues, and is commonly associated with mental health problems such as depression and grief, and may be accompanied by other signs and symptoms, including irritability and lack of motivation. Other symptoms that come with fatigue can include chronic tiredness or sleepiness, headache, dizziness, sore or aching muscles, muscle weakness, slowed reflexes and responses, impaired decision-making and judgment, moodiness such as irritability, impaired hand-to-eye coordination, appetite loss, reduced immune system function, blurry vision, short-term memory problems, poor concentration, hallucinations, reduced ability to pay attention to the situation at hand, and low motivation. After reading through this, I'm actually now frightened to leave the safety of my home. There are also several different there are also different severities of fatigue, including chronic fatigue syndrome. Most cases of chronic fatigue syndrome are mild or moderate, but up to 1 in 4 people have severe symptoms. If your symptoms are severe, a specialist should be involved in treatment. Chronic fatigue syndrome symptoms can be considered mild, where you're able to carry out everyday activities such as work, study or housework, but with difficulty. You may need to give up hobbies or social activities so you can rest in your spare time. Moderate means that you may have difficulty moving around easily and problems carrying out daily activities. You may not be able to work or continue with your education. You may need to rest often. You may also have problems sleeping at night. However, severe means you may only be able to do very basic daily tasks such as brushing your teeth. You may be housebound or even bedbound. You may even need a wheelchair to get around. And you may also have difficulty concentrating, be sensitive to noise and light, and take a long time to recover after activities involving extra effort, such as beating people up, leaving the house, or talking for long periods. And I, for one, wouldn't want to bump into any copper suffering any level of that. So please, folks, although this may well be being used as an excuse, this can pose a potential danger to you or your loved ones if you come into a contact with a tired copper. So please, be careful. Thank you to all channel supporters, especially these guys who support via Patreon. Don't forget to like, share, comment and subscribe if you haven't already. Let me know your thoughts, as I know many of you will. And until next time, stay safe, look after each other, film the police and other officials.